Are you ready, kids? I can't hear you. Merfolk Summoner, Merfolk Summoner, Merfolk Summoner, Merfolk Summoner, Merfolk Summoner. Episode 12. We are starting off this one with a grudge match. This is Demise's Ghost, if you're not aware. We're going to have a Merfolk battle to find out who the best pirate is. It's sort of not fair because it's being played by the AI and I get to use all my spells and items and things. I'm still waiting for the patch, by the way, that lets you play your own ghosts in other people's games. That would be so sick. But anyway, until then, basically we just get to win and then I can pretend that I'm better than Demise. What does he do? He freezes, he freeze, he ice beast, he shroud of Galubria. Okay, not too crazy. He refuses to be confused though. Alright, until he was. Alright, sorry Demise. Well, we put you to rest. Now I'm pulling out my longsword demon slayer to take down these eidolons. Who are these invis things? Right, we picked up... Oh, we've been slowed as well. Okay, should probably not be doing this anymore. I don't know what those are. We've been slowed, so that tells me it's those ones that I can't ever pronounce. These ones. They're not even in the list because I don't know how to spell. Anyway, we do have a set invis ring, but it has the drain property on it. So in order to put it on, we'd get drain to take it off again. Oh, there's another one here. So there are at least 3 of them around us. I think this actually warrants a teleportation. So it turns out that the enemies that were with Demise are scarier than Demise himself was. Oh, there's another rune down here. We never explored this. That's odd. Anyway, we might have better luck fighting those one at a time rather than all at once. Something somewhere is missing us. It's above us. Okay, finally found it. Oh, there are 2. Right, well we learned that you don't get to whirlwind strike against invis enemies if you don't know they're there. So I won't try to do that. Come on. There we go. Okay, now I would love to take this manual of shields and then go to a large shield, but I don't know. I don't think this character wants that. We're fairly low AC, and the shield of protection helps us in that regard. Also, even with a manual, it's going to take us a long time to get to 25 shield skill, and that's pretending the manual lasts forever and isn't just going to run out in a point or 2. And the whole time that we have a large shield without 25 shield skill, we'll be getting a penalty to our stealth, which we want to just sneak up on everything and never fight anything, so I don't think that's a great plan. I think we've now ghost busted all the ghosts in our game. We have. Alright, let's go back to depths then. We have found Summon Mana Viper, an excellent spell. It is in fact basically free, I would say. I can never find stuff in this list. Where are you? I'm just gonna, oh there you are. Yes, it's 19%. So I'm gonna put it in our list of spells that we can memorize. But I don't think I actually want to use this. Just because, I don't know, I've used a lot of Summon Mana Vipers lately. And they're just crazily OP. So I feel like I want maybe a break from them. Plus, I secretly want to just show you that we can fight orbs of fire and the like just with a rapier. Because it's something that often gets said. And I think it's a very widespread belief that short blades aren't good enough to win the game with. Oh hey, a magic mapping scroll. Let's buy that. These others we probably don't need. We've got 4 scrolls of fear already. We've also got 2,500 gold. I'm just going to buy them. And the haste. Okay, never mind. Yeah, so it often gets said that you need to transition from short blades into long blades or some other weapon type because they're not good enough to win. But that's not true. You can definitely win the game with a rapier. An ancient lich. Okay, well, I can show you. So we can... Let's first switch to our rapier of elect before he actually comes out. We'll dig him out and I'll shut the door. And then... Are we going to confusing touch him? No, I think we'll just fight him. So I'm going to start off with a serpent slash here. But watch. I can fight him just with a rapier of elect. And he is resistant to electricity as well. Or at least I hope I can kill him with a rapier of elect. Okay, it's slow. Probably should confusing touch, but I want to make my point here. Okay, that's a weak orb of destruction. We're still good. There you go. So as you can see, rapier is a great weapon against SOT 5 enemies. Oh dear. All right. But the thing is, when you're using a rapier against orbs of fire, you're gonna want potions of might, potentially potions of haste as well. You're not gonna just hit it with just the rapier on its own. But anyway, so there we fought an ancient lich just with a rapier of elect, and it's not even a +9 rapier; it's +6. So there you go. It wasn't even trying. All right, yeah, we got death cursed, of course. Is there any point for me to even want to go in there? I don't see any items. It's just a bunch of reapers. Okay, I'm not going to open those guys up. I'd rather just not fight them. That is our depths 1 finally done. Onwards. Okay, this is an interesting question. Or maybe it's not interesting at all. It's the opposite of interesting. So when we're in water, we get stealth plus. But because we're a merfolk, we meld our boots as stealth, which essentially gives us stealth minus. So I was going to say, maybe it's an interesting question as to whether it's better for stealth to be in water or not, but it's exactly the same. So never mind. Right, that's a hatch up. There is a small chance that hatch up will land us inside. Oh wow. Yeah, that was sick. Okay, so I did a confusing touch and we did the lunge stab kill of the lich in one move. So we stepped in. We did 4 swings in that one lunge. So the first one did nothing, the second one confused it, and then we got 2 more stabs all off that one whirlwind. That is crazy how insane that is. The point I was trying to make before that happened is that when we test this hatch up, there's a small chance we could land inside that little room with the reapers. Not the case though. Oh, we got marked. I didn't notice that had happened. So we're fighting the Vampire Knight here. Oh, we got him. Okay. He was doing a lot of vampiric trainings on us. What is that? Our MR is 3. So there's probably a slight chance that he could have paralyzed us, but it's unlikely. Oh yeah, and I'm so bad at remembering, but we should just have regeneration on all the time. Like right now, for instance. Spriggan Berserker. He's kind of scary. Fortunately, he doesn't have an anti-magic weapon. They often do, which would also destroy all that extra HP. Okay. It's actually, these lunge confusion touch stabs are just bonkers. It's so crazy. I love lunge stabbing things that are asleep and killing them. But when they're not even asleep and they were just awake, it's crazy. Yeah, I really enjoy playing Wu as a god, actually. This is the second run that I've played a proper Wu game. I really like it. I think it's quite a fun stabber god too, especially with this confusing touch shenanigans. It's really, really, really good. He has a shield of fire resistance. Wow. Okay. Well. Well. Where are we getting our RF from? The Scarf of Resistance. Okay, I think there's a very good chance that when we go to Zot 5, we're going to wear that Shield of Fire Resistance and get a second point of RF. That's a really, really good find, actually. I'm going to drop it for now, though. I think as we're just walking around doing depths, we don't need to have 2 pips of RF at all times. But always good to have more RF in the later game. Actually, on my hybrid characters like this, I very often end up in Fire Dragon scales. Oh, we got Ring Cycle. Okay, this is a dangerous flaw. But the good thing about Ring Cycle is that you always get lots of rings. Believe it or not. Also, there are floating eyes. So yeah, watch out for those. So this floor is going to be a ring. There are going to be rooms like this around the middle part, and then rooms on the outside. These rooms are going to be filled with a lot of dangerous enemies and a lot of artifact rings. And considering that our rings are just plain magical power rings, we have a lot of room for upgrading here. I don't know if there are always multiple floating eyes, but I think there's usually at least one. So it's good that we've killed one, but there might be another one. I don't know why I'm trying to hit a vampire with a dagger of pain. It's not going to do anything. The way that I like to do this, I don't actually know. Is just stab everything, I guess. Okay, that was a bit greedy. Okay, I do not want to be paralyzed anywhere near an N. Seems like the Vampire Knight didn't come upstairs. I'm going to pick a new one. Being paralyzed next to an N is not going to go well. Oh yes, stabs. Let's just drop the Phantom Mirror. Yeah, okay, there's another floating eye. So it seems like there are multiple. Because you can see this was mirrored. So there was a floating eye and a Vault Guard on both sides. If you let the floating eye paralyze you, again, anywhere near an N or near anything really dangerous, really good way to die. Well, there's Song of Slaying and Spectral Weapon. So that's the Book of Battle. So by not buying it last episode, we saved some gold. I'm at least going to put it in my list. You know what? I really like Song of Slaying, but it does not work very well with this whole character of trying to be stealthy and stabby, so I'm not going to learn it. You know, fight the the better demons of my nature and not learn it. Okay. Apparently this tentacle monstrosity is not going to be confusing touched. He's really just not going to be. Okay. There's no point even trying. Okay, I'm going to go back upstairs. I'm going to blink away. I'm going to blink away. There we go. Go back upstairs, heal up, and then try this fight again. Using regen and using the rapier. It's resistant to a lek, so it's still not going to do amazing damage, but it will do better than a quick blade of pain will. This guy never woke up through all of that. Yeah, so I haven't seen any new rings yet. And this is the way that I like to do it. So I like to go room by room. Not just say walking down the inside and then we have to run away, and as we run away these enemies in the outside get alerted and run at us. I want to do bit by bit. Yep, no rings. Fire giant. Well, there's our first ring. We have aptitude, so I could just grab that and run. Okay, we can't carry more items, never mind. Oh, tried my best. That stuff's all fake. I also don't like the Rakshasa making multiple fire giants. Oh god, that's a lot of stuff. Let's wait a bunch so it all disappears. This is all fine, one at a time. I don't think it came up. Oh, it was probably a fake vampire. Okay, now I understand. Alright, let's ID this. In +4, slay +6. Well, you know, when we've got a quick blade of pain, I reckon +6 slaying would be pretty welcome. I think we can lose 9 magic points to have 6 extra slaying. Alright. And then I can lend even more credence to the fact that a rapier is more than enough damage to win the game with. All you need to do is get a whole bunch of slaying, and then you too can slay your enemies. This is a plain ring. Where's my artifact ring set? Curse ring of attention. Well, that sucks. Alright, yeah, so even if none of these other rings are good, that one alone is good enough that I'll be happy. Get him. Potion shop. We have 14 potions of heal wounds. Do we really want to buy more? Yes. As for haste, we've got 9. Well, how about we make it 10? I'm going to step back in and shut the door so that the actor captain stops shooting us from range. What else do we want to do? You know, I should probably train more spellcasting. Having more spellcasting is basically more hit points when we have Spirit Shield. It probably is worth it. We've got only 8. At the moment we're only doing fighting and dodging. Well, how about we turn stealth back on? I want to take that to 27. Stealth has been really, really fun. And we probably should train more armor. You know what else we could maybe do? Deflect missiles. Hang on, let's do some science. Okay, he went in this. I need to go back up. Yeah, I didn't think he followed. He was too busy casting spells rather than following us. Got him. Alright, How many spell levels do we have? 18, so we can learn deflector missiles. Alright, it goes to art. It's a 100% chance to fail. You might think, Ultra, that's never going to work. But viewer, we could take our armor off. At which point it becomes a 100% chance to fail. Okay. Oh, we have 0 air magic. Okay, that makes sense. Alright, we'd have to train some air magic for deflector missiles then. At the moment, I don't think I want to do that. I think I'd rather just have more armor. I mean, we've got so much dodging, 30 dodging. We're training more of it. Surely we can just dodge any projectiles or bolts that come our way. Seems like a good plan anyway, on the face of it. Okay, they're not as scary as I first thought. I saw lots of enemies. On ring cycle, that's usually cause for concern, but they're all just random orcs. I'm sorry, Beer, I didn't mean to... I'll stop there. Let's get some cleaving pain brand going. That is very nasty. With a new artifact ring. RLEC RC plus EV minus 3 C invis. Well, as far as invis rings go, this is better than the other one because the other one's got draining on it. That had wizardry. Maybe with that, our deflector missiles could be lowered a bit. But no, it's still not worth it. So we're going to pick up this new scene Viz ring. So now if we actually want to fight vampire knights properly, we can see invis. Oh, this is nasty. Living the dream. So we're doing some AoE cleaving whirlwind stabs while also lunging. It's pretty bonkers. Yeah, I have to say I'm a big fan of the whirlwind lunge stabs. Really good. Brand weapon scroll, we have no use for that. I'm just going to turn that off from auto pickup in fact. The only way, and there's really no way that I would want to use it. Maybe if we found another quick blade, I could try to roll quick blade of Alec. But even then, that's not really exciting. Other things here. Okay, no. Well, there's a +5 quick blade. Okay, well, I guess we may as well. We need to drop something. Am I ever going to use this blowgun? I don't know why I do this. Why do I carry them around? Well, so let me just put this cursed seat invis ring on. So we can get rid of the curse so this doesn't come back to bite us in the middle of a fight. Let's also turn Wands of Ice Blast off auto pickup. We've got no evocations training anyway. And let's see, what can we drop? I want it to be the blowgun. We haven't used it once. The Wand of Clouds is still really good, as is Acid and Paralysis, even with no evocations training. Vulnerability might seem strange because our character doesn't have any targeted hexes, but we have Scrolls of Fear and the Core Sphere spell, so it can be useful still. Yeah, it's going to be the blowgun. That frees up 2 slots as well. The Curare and the blowgun. And let's go try this brand weapon scroll. Let me make sure I do the right one. We got Flaming, not real exciting. There is another one somewhere else. We could have a second go. For 220 gold, yeah, I'll roll the dice on that. I'm really conscious here of not accidentally using it on a quick blade of pain. Alright, we did not get a Lek, so we're going to drop that. Freezing or Flaming, which are both multiplicative brands, are really stinky on a quick blade. Oh, third stair we didn't know yet. Okay, I didn't quite mean to do that. So two of these sides had vault guards with guardian serpents, and the other two had vault guards with floating eyes. So I wonder if that's how this vault always looks. I love doing that. The double stab is so satisfying. Damn. Okay. The Lich woke up. I was really hoping we didn't have to fight him. But it's alright, because Confusing Touch is still OP. It's Confusing Touch or Lich on the second or third go. There is an MP plus 9, Slay plus 2, RC plus ring. Well, you know what? That pretty clearly beats our Ring of Magical Power. Seeing as it also has magical power, but extra RC and an extra 2 slaying. Alright, so yeah. Oh, here's another floating eye. Although this one is inside a room, so maybe that just randomly spawned. But yeah, so 3 floating eyes in here. You really have to respect this floor. Just for those guys. And another ring, another plain ring. I wonder if this floor specifically finds things that you don't know. As in spawns like acquirement style rings. It's just that normally by the time you're here in depths, you've seen most of the regular rings. A ring of fire, yeah, not so exciting. Alright, so we've now got Slay plus 6 and Slay plus 2. So we've got plus 8 slaying with our quick blade of pain. Pretty bonkers. Although, I mean, to be fair with the quick blade, it's not that exciting because we've only got a plus 2 quick blade. It's basically just like where we have a plus 10 quick blade. So it's like we enchanted our weapon. But eventually, all that slaying with a plus 9 rapier of Elec will be pretty bonkers. Are there other enchant weapon scrolls in our game? No. Okay, on we go. Let's not go into any of these hatches down. Are there any up? Nope. Okay, on to depths 4. Okay, it was taking a real long time to load, it was scaring me. Do we just go straight for Boris? If I can get one more tile, then we can lunge him. Okay, I didn't get one more tile. Abort. Let's go to a new stair. Boris is scary. Iron Dragon. Okay. We've got a shop and an acquirement scroll. The shop isn't real exciting. For the acquirement scroll, I think, even though I'm happy with all of our armor, I think I just want to keep going armor because I'm still living in hope that we're going to find the boots of the assassin. So if we just acquire armor, we'll get it eventually. Shiny helmet, alright. Not yet. Not yet. But soon. Next time, for sure. Oh, definitely work next time. Oh, why did I do that? I'm such an idiot. Okay. So we could have very easily just serpents lashed Sujobo there, and then we would have 100% stabbed her. We were within 2 tiles, but I don't know. I just got greedy, so I made the step towards her, and then she woke up. Oh, that was real dumb. Okay, I'm just gonna bail. It's sort of hard to bail when she's doing stuff. Okay, the air elementals with Sujobo are really nasty. They make you fly, which means she does bonus airstrike damage to you. I don't know why I didn't. We've got our touch up. I'm going to try a Serpent Slash, where we can get a few free attempts to get her, and we didn't. Because what I was thinking there is that each time we move under Serpent Slash, we get at least 3 swings, potentially 4 if we're lucky. So that gave us 6 attempts to Confusing Touch her there, without her being able to do anything back. Didn't get her though. Oh, we got her there. It's going to be very hard to Confusing Touch Sojobu because of her high HD. But we did eventually get her. And here's another fire resistance shield. Rare that you see even one of those in a game, let alone 2. So it's a fire resistance buckler and a fire resistance shield. Now we just need a fire resistance large shield. If we got one of those, I'd actually strongly consider getting the manual shields and training more shields. That's scary. If you ever see bands of Spriggans in depths, there's a decent chance that you're about to meet Enchantress. Boris is back. Okay, I can block the orbit destruction with that ugly thing. Boris is next to us, that's not good. I'm gonna blink away and probably just run. That way. If I'm going to fight him, it's probably worth having our C invis on. And I don't remember if he is Aralek. He is. Okay, well it turns out we have 15 throwing nets. And it turns out that throwing nets really own liches and ancient liches. And he is essentially an ancient lich. So we can throw a net at him, even though we have 0 throwing skill. We're still going to net him almost every single time. And then while he's netted, we get to stab him. So there you go, he goes down. Cool. Cool trick. Nets, if you're not aware, very overpowered. Especially good against enemies with low evasion. Seeing all these Spriggans, this looks like some sort of planned vault. It had a +8 quick blade. Wow, I wish well, it wouldn't have mattered, but I wish I had used the brand weapon on that one instead. I think there's a almost 100% chance that we're going to meet Enchantress. A Titan and a Manual of Conjurations. Okay, well that's not something you see every day. Do we want to learn Conjurations? I don't think so, right? We have 0. Okay, never mind. Yep, there she is, the Enchantress. She has a Quick Blade +2 Buckler of Protection. The other one has a Lagitang of Pain. Okay, well you always want to fight them one at a time if you can. Can we confuse plants? Okay, Thorn Hunters you cannot Confusing Touch apparently. Oh, there we go. Got him eventually. Those enemies are crazy. Thorn Hunters have such high hit dice. Okay, well the plan, if I can manage it, is to attract the Enchantress to us with noise. I'm going to yell a bit. The Ogre Mage has a Wand of Digging, so it's going to ruin any attempt at fighting I do in a hallway. Went down though. More yelling. My plan is that, or my thinking is that because Enchantress, she's really evasive as a Spriggan but doesn't have much HP. If you can get her in a hallway where you can guarantee a Lamp of Fire will hit her, she'll die pretty quickly. In saying that, we have 10 charges of Horn of Clouds, so maybe I just Yeah, I probably just shouldn't care. We'll just clouds her. Let's do that. We get Mephitic, so she's going to get confused and die. Let's see. Her +5 Fairy Dragon Scales has plus regen, Arc Corrosion in +2, and extra stealth. That's not bad. I don't like that we'd be losing Aralek, but let's just compare our defenses. So this is 21-29, which is 50 total. This is 22-31, which is 53. So this is slightly better, but we're giving up Aralek and our R poison. Plus a bunch of int. But we look cooler. This blue matches our blue shield and our blue merfolk. This looks way more piratey actually, because the little do you call them pauldrons? Pauldrons on the. I feel like pauldrons are near your wrists, not your shoulders. Anyway, the thing at the top looks really like a pirate outfit. So I'm going to keep this, not because I necessarily think it's better, strictly speaking. Probably in a vacuum, I'd rather keep the Aralek and the R poison. But it just looks so much more piratey. I don't know. Plus having a bunch more stealth will be good too. So we go from the minus stealth to plus stealth. So this is like a 2 stealth swing. Alright, so I don't mind this. Although I gotta remember now we don't have Aralek. Is there any in our game? The ring that we're carrying, our Sea Invis ring. Okay, that's fine. So we can put that ring on to get Aralek as well. There's also, yeah, a +9 crystal plate armor of Alek. Have to remember that one. That will come in handy, I'm sure. Depths 5, final floor. This looks like another big floor. Half tempted to magic map it, just so I know, but we probably don't need to. Apparently this is the only stair down that we know, which cannot be correct. So there's got to be floor that we're missing. What is going on here? There should be 3 downstairs. We only have 1. All of this area must have stuff in it. Oh, up there. Okay, we don't know this stair, so yeah, there's a whole nother area. Oh yeah, look at this. One of the Hell Knights has a distortion sword. Okay, this looks nasty. And it's the only stair. Okay, hang on, we might be able to do some sort of cheating here. Let's see, let's go back down one of the other stairs. Okay, so we have confirmed that there is indeed floor over here. Maybe we could dig our way over. Yeah, look at that. This is safer. This is much safer. And it only costs us 1 digging charge. This is getting a bit out of hand, but everything's in a hallway. So maybe I'm going to remember to use our lamp of fire. And while I'm doing things that I never remember, I'm going to regen. I am aware that the Hell Knights are immune to the fire. Oh, here come caustic strikes. But the other stuff is not. And, okay, an Iron Giant. So it's a shapeshifter. Okay, so like, if there is a shard strike, not a shard strike. Yeah, wait. What are those things called? They're not corrosive strikes. What are they called? Shard strikes are the cold ones. Caustic strikes. Yeah, if there's a caustic strike, sorry, and a Iron Giant, I would go crazy. I'm still wearing our Sea Invis ring, aren't I? Yeah, I am. Okay, my bad. We should have the same one on. Although it is handy there when we're against the Invis enemy. Okay, let's drop this buckler protection. Let's put our regular ring on again. All these demon tridents everywhere. What was this? You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to say that this +6 slaying ring, we're probably never going to want to take off. So I'm going to inscribe it with =R. So now the game will assume that I don't want to take that one off. So if I go to switch rings now, it will just assume that the one we marked with =R, we want to stay on, so it will just automatically switch the other one. That way you don't have to confirm every time. Oh right, it's a shapeshifter. It wasn't getting confused as a dragon, but as soon as it became a giant, it got confused immediately. I don't know what to make of that. Let's have our Elec Rapier out against all this stuff. Alright, oh yeah, so we're done with depths 4 for a second time. On to depths 5. Maybe it's not a completely themed floor. Okay, I don't want to fight this stuff. That's too many Spriggans. We also don't naturally have Aralak against these Spriggan air mages. Quick check on our training. Armor to 7.2. Alright, so let's have a look. I don't know what the encumbrance rating of Fairy Dragon scales is. 5. Alright, so let's add up. Oh, sorry. Well, I didn't know that, but I also didn't know the base armor. It's 6. So let's add up all our base armor. There's also 1 on boots, 7, 1 on gloves, 8. So our base AC is only 8. That's pretty pathetic. If I do AC 8 as a command, it tells me every 2.75 armor skill will get 1 AC. Where are we? 7.2. Let's do a bit of math here. So when we get to 8.25, we'll get another point of AC. That's so pathetic. We got to train 8 armor skill to get 3 extra AC. That's so not worth it. Oh right, nice. The Spriggan couldn't cross the deep water. Okay. The Lich is making Fiends and Hell Sentinels. I want to go back upstairs. I want none of that. It's still there. I'm gonna rest a bit. Reach level 26. I don't really want anything to do with the Cacodemon either, because we don't want to get malmutated. And I pull out our Rapier of Elec against this Lich. Okay, and I'm going for confusing touches. I probably could have just fought it with Elec because Liches, unlike ancient Liches, aren't resistant to it. I could also have thrown one of our throwing nets. It's kind of scaring me a bit. Our character is really evasive, but if he's just going to do LRD on us, we can't dodge that. AoE Quick Blade of Pain. Crazy. I'm going to test this hatch up. It also happens to be right next to our Zot entrance vault, so it's very likely on our orb run we'll want to take this hatch up. Wow, the damage is absurd. If I'm playing properly, we should X that out and do that last. But I fear nothing. Not even bad positioning. I don't know, because I mean, how can you test it? But the feeling I get is that we're sneaking up on more monsters now that we've got the extra stealth from this Fairy Dragon Scales. Fighting to 22. I love it. I started thinking enchantress, and then I remembered we already killed her. Okay. Definitely do not want to be fighting two Spriggan defenders at once. This is really dangerous, actually. The mage isn't, but it could be airstriking us every single turn for irresistible damage. It was being kind though. We picked up a new heal wounds. 16 heal wounds potions. Okay. I'm gonna jinx it, but with 16 heal wounds potions, this character literally cannot die. Now I'm gonna go Shift X Control E to remove the exclusions, and we're gonna do our Zot entrance vault. Oh yeah, we have no R poison. Oh boy. Okay, let's call for one of our curing then. Let's not drop that low, in case another Draconian walks around the corner. Confusing touching bone dragons. I don't know, it sounds wrong. That is our depths done. Alright, so it's time to get a third rune. Let's see. Your standard 3 options, Vaults, Abyss, Slime. This character should 100% do Abyss. We have plenty of teleportation scrolls with 16, but then we also happen to have 21.5 points of stealth. And in an infinite place like Abyss, where you can just avoid enemies if they don't wake up, it's really, really strong to be there. But, I don't know, this was the same the last time I played Wu. It just feels so awesome going to Vaults 5 and just doing a massive Heavenly Storm that I think I want to do that again. So, if you come back next episode, I think that's what we're going to do. In fact, I'm going to say it, we are going to do that. And it's going to be heaven. See you then.